right, cool. Can everyone hear me okay? All right, well, it's really exciting to be actually in person. Having spent like the past couple years, obviously, just everything virtual, it's kind of nice to see everyone finally. And I'm super excited to talk about our topic today, which is the power of personalization and how we've been able to use that to create these compelling narratives with AI and AR specifically for beauty tech, and as we've also been moving into fashion tech as well. So I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Perfect Corp, but we are a company of about 300 people with our headquarters being in Taiwan. And we were founded in 2015 on June 1st, so 7 years and 1 day from our founding. And our focus has been mostly on beauty tech, but we've recently been also moving into fashion tech, as I'll show you later on. We are mostly a enterprise B2B business, but we also do have a consumer-facing app called UCam, which most recently in this past year crossed 1 billion downloads. So it's a very interesting piece of our business that has been increasingly growing. In terms of our investment size, it's something we typically like to talk about. We have around $130 million in funding from a number of VCs and companies, including Alibaba and Goldman Sachs. And we are looking forward to a liquidity moment in July, which is pretty exciting. We've got around 60 patents that are mostly in the beauty tech arena as well. And amazingly, we have over 390 beauty brands. So in terms of our technology and our footprint, you can really think of us as the 800-pound gorilla in the beauty tech space. We definitely represent probably 80-90% of the brands in the market. So again, as I mentioned, our headquarters is based in Taiwan, but we are also represented in 11 different countries, 14 different cities. A major presence in New York as well as California, but also, again, footprint across all the major centers to manage our different brands as well as partners. So it's really important to note, we do work in the beauty space and the fashion space, but at our core, we are a technology company, and it happens to be that our clients are beauty and fashion. So in terms of our core foundation, we have what's called Agile Face. It's a patent-pending technology that has over 200 points of real-time facial landmark tracking. And then we pair that with a mesh overlay with 3,900 meshes. Again, at least in terms of our customers, we rarely talk about all these advanced features, but it's actually what really powers and drives all of the personalization that we're able to achieve through our tech. So since 2015, we have become really the most dominant player in terms of the beauty tech, in terms of a SaaS portfolio. It's an entire range. So we started out on the AR makeup space, where we completely started dominating and capturing most of the market. We then also moved into the AI skincare tech, so providing facial analysis in terms of what you can do, what type of skin you have, and what type of recommendations we could have on a personalized basis. And then we worked on segmentation, so your hair segmentation. And now we power most of the largest beauty brands in terms of the hair color. And these are not just female-oriented products, but we've also started to move into men's grooming. So again, related topics that are on the beauty subject. So we do the men's hair, but also men's grooming in terms of beard coloration as well as dyes. But beauty, again, was just not enough in terms of what our technology could achieve. So earlier in 2011, we were able to get our footprint in terms of AR glasses. So just the virtual trying glasses, but really interesting, we're able to develop a pretty awesome technique for jewelry. So our jewelry is a little bit different from a typical just virtual try-on, there you go. We take many things into consideration, such as obviously an incredible 3D model, but also the physical attributes. So we take in consideration the weight and how it would feel on your face as you rotate and move to give it a much more realistic feel. We've also entered into the nail space where we're providing an augmented reality nail try-on, bracelets, and watches as well. And in addition to that, we started dabbling also in providing NFTs for our beauty partners as well. And this will just give you an idea in terms of both on the beauty as well as the fashion tech side and all of our offerings. So as you can see, our beauty side is fairly robust. We also partner with many of the social as well as technology partners out there, such as Snap, Instagram, Google, YouTube, et cetera. And then on the right-hand side, you can see what we've been working on. So most of these have been launched, but a few of them are also coming in 2022. So in terms of our strategy and what we hope to deliver to our brands and our customers, it really is a 360 omnichannel approach. We're able to impact and provide AR try-on experiences in basically every instance. So in terms of our retail, we've got deployment within our different retail partners so that our customers can enable a beauty experience in a retail setting. We also are, of course, we're enabled for the web, any app, SDK that's available to be deployed, and then again, with many of our partners. So like the beauty of our company is that we're software-based. And because of that, we can be deployed anywhere and have a very, very quick footprint in terms of deployment. So this will give you a little bit of an indication of our size. And actually, these numbers are a little bit deflated. We're actually significantly larger, much larger than that. So we've got approximately 400,000 product SKUs that we've already digitized across over 390 brands, closer to more than 400. So when I say the digitization of 400,000 product SKUs, that is, so the lips, like the hair color, the way it performs and interacts on a customer's face, this is actually quite a significant challenge for other competitors in the market. So imagine if you're another technology company or even a technology platform company. If you're looking to work with an Estee Lauder or Clinique, you're going to have to go over this entire process of digitizing and also verifying every one of those product SKUs and their colors. So this is one of the great advantages that we have. And all in all, in just our customers' sites alone, we're responsible for over 20 billion AR try-ons per year. So that's a pretty awesome number for us, and it's increasing every day. So through our technology and through our partners, what we've been able to find is that having a personalized experience is just an incredible enhancement to the beauty experience. And when I say a personalized experience, it's more than just going into a shop or going on a website and seeing how a product might look on a model, right? It's obviously going to look perfect. But how is it going to look on me or you? Through our technology, we're able to actually have that realized by our customers. And the results are actually quite magical. So in terms of our brand partners, like what are they seeing? I mean, and there's a lot of stuff that I'll be going through, but it's a 40% increase in basket size. It's an 8% reduction on return rate, and it's up to a 4 times increase in conversion rate. Like these numbers are just incredibly phenomenal. And it's consistent across every partner that we work with. So why is this experiential experience important for our customers? Well, again, it's something about trial, right? You need to go and discover what might work well on you. It's very user-centric, and then most of all, it's data-driven. So again, we are a technology company that services many of these beauty companies. It enables them to have actionable results that they're able to make product decisions and business decisions on. So I'm going to go through now just a few examples and endorsements on our customer side. So Benefit Beauty is actually originally a local company that specialized in brows. And you can see, is it moving? Did that move at all? Yes. Okay, so you could kind of see the user experience. But again, the results are very consistent, right? 113% increase in conversion rate, 101% increase in the user time on site, and then a 20% increase in add to cart from its site. Like, again, very, very consistently, the numbers are just phenomenally increasing with every instance where we add on a virtual try-on or an AI experience. Another of our customers, Estee Lauder, very big one. So they have over 8,000 devices that are deployed in retail locations that use our AR experience, as well as over 17,000 live beauty advisors that are streaming how to put on the makeup and providing recommendations for a beauty solution. Again, like these numbers are very, very consistent across the board. 2.5 times higher conversion rate. And just an increased amount of loyalty in terms of their customers and their selection on their beauty products. Another one that we most recently signed as well was like Madison Reed. So Madison Reed is the largest hair dye company in the United States. And again, it's very consistent. Whenever we enter a market, whenever we work with a customer, we just see that they see this incredible lift. So 30% improvement in conversion, and a 10 times rise in the hair color sale. These numbers, again, I've said it so many times, but they're just phenomenal. Every time like a customer works with us, they see these instant rises and are able to track and audit and then make actual data-driven decisions on the technology. So Perfect has been like the clear and dominant leader in the beauty tech space. And as we look at different verticals, like what are we looking at? So the accessories market, and when I say accessories, it's typically on the head and above, and more recently now on the hand and below. These are the accessory areas that we're looking at. And the market tells us that it's just really ripe, right? So in addition to customers being used to and demanding an AR, AI type of experience, the retailers are looking for it as well. So 32% of retailers are already planning to use AR in some way in jewelry, right? 55% of consumers are desiring to access their AR virtual reality or augmented reality in jewelry as well. And then 75% of the people say they expect retailers and brands to offer this as a service. So what this speaks to us is that, yeah, it's a really great market, and it's one in which we're looking to penetrate even further. So I guess a while ago, and I've been in computer vision for a little while, many companies thought, well, like having a really great face tracker or having a really great computer vision tech is nice to have. It would really mess up our competitors. But it's really come to a point where if you don't have an incredible AR, AI tech, this is going to really hurt. So it has really emerged from something that's been nice to have to something that is just a must-have. And again, the numbers, they just speak for themselves from all of our different brand partners that we work with. And then so, yeah, in terms of the categories that we're looking at and that we already have started to deploy. So there definitely has been eyewear, so it's on the glasses try-on. The jewelry, and so when we talk about jewelry, we're talking about earrings, rings, and bracelets. We're also looking at accessories such as watches, which we've done really well, and then things that are of the metaverse, if you will, and beyond. And yeah, we've been getting a lot of really interesting traction. And at the core of this, so as I had briefly mentioned before, like in terms of our technology, we use Agile Face for the head and above. So Agile Face technology is got industry-leading number of facial tracking points. It's really optimized in terms of the jitter, right, reduction, and then also increased number of landmarks so you can have a fully robust virtual try-on your face. But also, it's really where we're able then to have this really awesome footprint on jewelry. So combined with our 3D art, you're able to deliver a truly amazing virtual try-on 3D experience instantly on the face in terms of the ears, the head, and any of the areas that are there. Again, as we look at our jewelry, it's not just an AR filter. It's much more than that. All right, so we take a look at the different physical attributes, the weight, and then as you move along, you're going to see actually as true to life as you can get what a piece of jewelry might look like on your face. And then in addition to that, since we are like the beauty makeup experts, you're able to combine all these things. So you're able to have a nice piece of jewelry and then have a recommendation or an AR try-on for makeup as well. So again, as we grow as a company, and as we grow in terms of our technology, we're able to give the full, robust solution to many of our customers. So, again, many of our customers who have makeup, they also have different accessory lines as well as jewelry lines. So, again, this is just low-hanging fruit for us where we've been able to really start to make a significant impact. And as I mentioned, whereas the technology that we call for the face and above, Agile Face, the wrist and below is Agile Hand. And this is an example, if you'd like to scan any of these QR codes, of how the watch would appear on your wrist. And then in addition, we've been making an impact and inroads for our rings, our bracelets, and our earrings as well. But again, I guess the point, and this is really my last slide, the point that we want to make here is we're a technology company, but along the way, we found that by offering solutions that are able to deliver a very personalized experience in terms of what does this product look like on me, rather than just a model on a newspaper, a magazine, or a cutout, we've been able to find really an impactful business model. And that's really my talk for today. Are there any questions that anyone has in terms of the retail side, how it works, or anything else?
Wasn't sure how this was going to work. Is this all right?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Hey, my name's Steve. Thanks for the great talk, and congrats. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
How did you know, if you did, not to sell? I'm sure Pinterest came knocking, Google probably came knocking, others came knocking to buy. How did you know, we've got more than enough traction here, we're not going to sell, we're going to go it alone?
That's a great question. We knew that we were on the right track. We were already cash flow positive. We didn't necessarily need to sell, and that we knew that there was going to be a bigger liquidity moment going forward, and that's what we were waiting for.
All right. I guess what part of that? Because Pinterest has come out with competing stuff already. So
I think Pinterest, as well as many other platforms, have competing technology.
Yeah.
But I think at its core, and which I mentioned before, the hardest part to overcome is that we already have existing brand relationships with all those brands. We've already digitized everything. So it's no secret that Google works with us, Snap works with us, Instagram works with us, every major platform. There's a reason that they don't do it themselves. It's not easy. Beauty is not easy. So to get the colors right, we already have them agreed upon by all of our brand partners. So in order to, of course, like all those companies, they could probably imitate a lot of what we do, but it would take years for them to accomplish. We've got them all already signed. The brands are working with us. They're familiar with working with us. And rather than spending years and years, we can onboard them very quickly. But again, in terms of why we didn't sell, it was an opportunity, but there's been many opportunities, but it just wasn't right, and the money wasn't right as well.
Makes sense. Thanks.
Hi, Hi, good afternoon, Paul. Thank you for this talk. So I guess the question I have is, do you have any data on sort of the user-generated content that's generated when people are trying on this, like the jewelry and the cosmetics, and if they're sharing their friends? Because I'm really curious to know how that works with the social and search side. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we wouldn't collect that data. However, the brand would be able to collect that. So in terms of the limitations of what we would track, that would not be one of the pieces. So certainly there's a share button. That's something that the brand would have, and they would understand that better than we would. Again, like our business is not really to collect all that data. It would be more in terms of the brand's hand, in terms of like what they would want to do with that. But certainly there's a lot of tools that are shared across the different social platforms. Yeah.
Great, thank you so much.
Sure.
All right, thanks for the great presentation, Paul. Two questions. The first one is users can play with it on the web, or it has to be download the apps to play?
Yeah, that would be dictated by the brand, but we work on all platforms. So we would work on the web, we could work on an app, we could work on a WeChat mini program, we would work on Instagram, we would work on Snap as well. I mean, pretty much everywhere. Okay. So you don't have to use it on a mobile phone, although you can. Our technology is enabled on the web. It just would depend on how the brand would want to deploy it.
I see. And then the second one is, what if the brand doesn't have 3D assets to make those AR interactions content?
So the 3D asset would be more on the jewelry side, and that's something that we would help them with the asset creation. So we have a full design team to help on asset creation. In terms of the makeup, that's all instant, right? So we've already created our models, and they would just need to verify the colors for us.
Thank you.
Great. Any other questions for Paul? Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.